Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
2, 2, 2.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On second down, it's Coleman. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
A gain of 2, 49er first down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Tighten up. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Hey, gun.
Here's Coleman. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they run the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And he's taken down inside the 30. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
18 yards, first down Niners. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
I got you.
Breida, he'll try to right side. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Hey, 12.
third down. Here's Coleman. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up fourth down. We're scoreless after 1. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Hey, gun. No.
They run for it with Breida. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game.
Alpha. Check back 47.
In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. Oh, it's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 82 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Coleman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. 18 yards, first down Niners. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Right back to him on first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And this will be caught at the 30. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
43. Hey, check flag 47. Check flag 47. Delta. Come, baby. Woo!
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. But now it'll be 3rd down. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit.
4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
Jim. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. Not losing with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
On 3rd down, it's Coleman. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
I got this.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
One, Omaha. Hey,
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Yellow.
Check 47. Rip left. He's crossing.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 13 yards out, and the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complimentary football?
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 75 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. You got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored...
That's caught inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, 77 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. And I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Breida. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Short boot taken at the 21. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left. Oh, wide open. Complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, 55 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
13. Go.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's caught inside the 20. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's a handoff left side to Breida. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. An 18-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. Gold with the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Check right.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He's got it to Williams. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Push him back. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Mahomes going to throw. Flush to his right. It's Kelsey on the ground. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. That's a tough combination to defend. You know Patrick Mahomes has the big arm, and he's got the elusiveness and the speed. So even though you force him from the pocket, he's still dangerous.
Bad idea, in my opinion, to force him from the pocket. Do everything possible to hem him in and make him make the throws from right there in the center of it. And look, we know he's got the big arm. You just noted that. But when he gets outside, it puts so much stress on your defense trying to locate where receivers are, make sure you're covering them, and he can throw the ball the length of the field. So you just tell a receiver, just keep going. He'll find it. And he did there.
He had a good return. He's across the 35-yard line. Right around the 36.
36-yard
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
13 yards there and a Niner first. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down. No gain on the play. Second down coming up. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top of the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throw it, blinding my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Know you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash.
Stop playing.
don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my fit kit. Ex slick then hit with the back then you out the zip. Blow out his back then dip. Got a whole for the all on the ship. All these four things pull out the bip. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crush.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled. And take it.
Okay, there we go.
What's good, Molly?
A first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Yellow. Shit. Blue dot corpus.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
No chance. No chance. Hey, gun. Check 99. Check 99.
On the handoff, this is Breida. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally, down at the 36-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Check 11. I got you. Check. Hey, alert.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. And some room to run now. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 36 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Hey, Fuller, hold on real quick.
Back out. It's really just, looks like a completely different lobby.
Yeah.
All right, Foley.
You ready?
Yeah.
Some of them do have.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive.
Switch.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
Under 10, 66. Fully high.
Mahomes now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. This is taken at the 10. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a give to Breida. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
11.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Here we go.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
They'll begin the drive with Breida. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I'm going to hit you all.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to cook up a nice solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he's got room.
This nigga, come on, gang.
Touchdown.
Just stop him.
Matt Breida, 69 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
1-yard gain brings up second down.
Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. On first down, Williams.
You don't want no problem. You don't want no problem from me.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? Is biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be first and 5.
65.
Check 24. Check 24.
Bang, 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 bang. One. I got you. Rush in.
You ready?
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Let me find out fully quick. What in the world?
Go down, and then it will really start to take shape.
Wow.
So, with that said,
Fully bullied.
There's a few questions, Tedra. Do you want to take over?
Okay, so let's see here. Our first question. We were told as tipped employees that we only need 56 hours. Why is it now 64? So, as far as I am aware, it's 56 hours if you are a 7-hour employee and 64 if you are an 8-hour employee. However, you can certainly reach out to the union health insurance. Holiday pay and its deadline. Okay, so the holiday pay we talked about last call in the COVID-19 agreement, which expired on August 1st. One of the terms of the COVID-19 agreement was that that was Memorial Day, 4th of July, Labor Day, Thanksgiving, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, right? So those are the 6 holidays essentially that you can request, and that was a term that was specifically added to the COVID-19 agreement. The COVID-19 agreement at this time expired on August 1st. I do believe it's going to be renewed and extended, but we haven't seen any updated agreement as of yet. So I'm sure as soon as we do, we'll look at the terms and more information, will be provided on that regard. The previous COVID-19 agreement, which was extended back in June, stated specifically that if you wanted your holiday, you could ask the hotel to pay that out to you. So that's what that's about. So that's today's question. Okay, so let's see here. LCL will now be a marketplace of self-service. What does that mean for servers? What's going to be self-serve? Okay, so with regards to the LCL, definitely, it's going to be a marketplace concept, right? And in the marketplace concept, there will be the option where guests can
what you want from Wendy?
Themselves and take whatever items they would like. There will also be an option for guests who would like to sit down and dine, right?
What do you want from Wendy?
In the current environment, with concerns from guests and from others with regards to health and safety, I think it's important, that business concept is an option that we provide for our future guests. And I think it will also help curb some of the concerns or future concerns that will arise as far as health and safety for a lot of our future guests. So, yes, there will be the option for self-service, but also there will be the option for sit-down dining in a socially distanced manner. John, anything else you'd like to add in that regard?
No, that's perfectly accurate. The marketplace will be more of a self-serve, a lot of prepackaged goods, sort of a grab-and-go concept. But the bar restaurant side will be a full dining experience, as
Yes.
what the servers have been accustomed to. Just a brand new reconcepted space. So that's really not going to change. There is going to be a full dining experience, so that the servers, of course, will still have be delivering that same experience as they're accustomed to.
What does that mean for servers? Yeah, so we'll still have servers. So that's not changing. The server has been So that is more of a specific question, and it doesn't apply to everyone. So I'm going to we'll reach out to either John or myself, because not everyone has a situation of FMLA or PFL, and so it depends on the specifics of that situation. I think that that will determine the answer. So with regards to that, I'm going to say that we can follow up with you directly. Carly, let's see, for those
Sorry, Tedra, do you mind just giving us like a general answer to that? Because there are other employees who might not be on the conversation who were on PFL. So could you provide some sort of clarification?
With regards to
the PFL in general, to that question.
So for the paid, that's okay. For the paid family leave, the Governor Cuomo put out some information with regards to a new Paid Family Leave Act, which essentially covers anyone who needs to care for a family member, or their immediate family who has been affected or quarantined by the coronavirus. Then in addition to that, we have the regular PFL, Paid Family Leave, under New York State law, which allows for bonding or caring for a family member and so forth, right? Now, under the Paid Family Leave Act, there are employment requirements, right? And so the reason I'm saying that it's going to be specific to an individual, because, your current employment status is going to determine whether or not you are eligible to go on PFL or to continue PFL, right? itself is a benefit that you can take, where you can take time away from work and continue to be paid for that as a supplement for your work income, right? So the challenge there is obviously if you're not working, you're not actively employed, you're on layoff status, for several months out of the year, that affects your future eligibility for paid family leave. Now, it depends on the type. If you had an active paid family leave before you went on layoff, there needs to be a determination that Standard would make. And again, I know we have some members.
Settle down, fellas.
Union. Standard applies. For non-union, it's Hartford. So Standard and Hartford makes the final decision with regards to whether you're eligible or not to continue your paid family leave, right? Now, paid family leave under New York state law, if you are actively approved and are on paid family leave, we are required to continue your health insurance, right? Your health insurance is managed and provided obviously through the union, so it's a little bit of a collaboration between Standard, the hotel, and the union. Obviously, if Standard says you're approved and you're fine to continue paid family leave, right?
I ain't never seen no shit like this on Madden, bro.
That means you're approved and you're going to continue paid family leave, and your health insurance will also be continued. So Standard will notify the hotel, they'll notify the union as well, and then we also will continue making the premium payments to the union for the health insurance. So that's essentially how it works. There is an approval process, and typically most of that is conducted by Standard. They typically will reach out to us to verify, employment dates or any of that. So that's essentially the process, and it's not going to be the same for everyone. That's why I did not want to get too specific into it, because I know that everyone has the same situation. I hope that was helpful, Starly. Okay. For employees who did not get a chance to empty lockers, when will they get the chance to do that prior to sanitizing the locker rooms? Okay, so for the locker rooms, I think prior to reopening, we can work with anyone individually who wants to come to get items. I know we've had, at this time, because of the ongoing renovation, and there's renovation going on throughout the entire hotel, it's a bit of a health hazard. It's really not safe, which is part of why we've gotten a lot of requests, and unfortunately we haven't been able to honor a lot of those requests for persons willing to come back, because there is a lot going on. A lot of work, a lot of dust, a lot of noise, and it's not necessarily safe to have persons coming back and going through the hotel, to their lockers, office, things like that. So to the best of our ability, what we will probably do is, again, we're just several weeks out ahead of reopening. For anyone who wants to retrieve items, from their lockers or work through that, we can work individually with those persons to allow for that ahead of any major sanitization that's taking place. Okay. We have another question.
Yeah, if I could just add to that, Tedra.
Yes.
It's a great question, Scarly, and as we move towards the end of the project, and that might not be until mid-September, late September, it might be a better opportunity to open up that possibility, just because by that point a lot of the projects will be closing out, and it will be pre-opening obviously, and there will be a lot less work and a lot less disruptive work happening. So to Tedra's point, we do want to be very sensitive to the fairly hazardous environment that's currently in place, but we can certainly take a closer look at that as we move towards the end of the project, mid to late September.
Okay, so we have a question again about the marketplace, self-service marketplace. So I just definitely want to reiterate, let's see here, what do you mean by self-service marketplace? Does it mean that this restaurant no longer servers are gone, job eliminations. Okay, so I want to be very, very clear, right? Very clear about this. There will be dining in the restaurants, okay? And obviously, just as we did today, we want to be fully transparent about what our plans are. You know, we definitely, as the design progresses, we're able to safely show you the space we will do that. There will be dining, full-service dining, as there was in the past. There will also be a self-service portion where guests can go to an area and take stuff themselves, okay, almost like tapes sort of setup. But also for guests who want to just, sit and dine and have the regular dining room service, they will have that option. That means absolutely we will have our servers, and we will need to have our servers, right? So definitely, we're not saying anything about elimination of our servers are gone. Absolutely not. We will still have servers, and guests will also still have the option to.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Okay, so how can I go about receiving a layup? Oh, okay, let's see here. So private message, any letters that you need, you can reach out, and I will be happy to provide that to you. I cannot tell who that is. It's not a name, but for anybody who needs a letter, whether it's an employment letter or layoff letter, anything else,
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a third.
50 for November. Does that include guest rooms, or was it just for event space?
Hello.
Very good question.
Yeah, that's a great question.
This specific one is just event space, so it's a full day meeting, and they have an exception in the evening.
Thank you, Kelly. Excellent. Okay. They're doing permanent layoffs in 6 months, including contractual severance. Are you announcing that?
Here's Carson, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss.
Yeah, I'm here.
of
I'm playing though.
yards, and it brings up 4th down.
I'm playing. I'm on a ranked game.
Runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
To the specifics of that, but what I can say is for the contract, obviously, there is a contractual severance requirement at 6 months. I am not sure that's going to come into play. Again, because of the ongoing negotiations.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
There has not been any discussion hotel level.
This is Breida. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Any changes at this time? I don't have specifics as to
chance of wasting this great starting field position. A real threat. This is 3rd and long. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Yeah, I mean, hours of operation are still to be determined. Breakfast and lunch for sure. As to whether we keep the marketplace self-service.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
But again, it's a great question, and we'll see. We'll see what the demand is. Obviously, if there's no demand for
they'll try and run for it. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Kyle Shanahan in offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. Now Wilson. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. And the defense loses him. It's complete. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass. The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
If you have any requests for anything else you would like us to include in these calls.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Do that, and thank you again to Kelly for showcasing our new guest rooms, for showcasing the problem.
Now they got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Out of the gun, here's Wilson, escaping the pressure right. And he's got Lockett. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. Seahawk touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
All right.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
All right, I was distracted. Let's try to take care of some business. I'm off this phone now.
To get this drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. He got 29 yards that time. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, here's Breida. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Coleman now. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now a give coming right is Breida. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown San Francisco. From 17 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the 2nd half.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. We'll see what happens.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Joker, 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 Joker. Good job right there. Good job right there. 56. Mike. Hammer. 56. Hey, man. Watch.
From the gun, it's Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Wilson being chased out left. Going for, and that's caught inside the 35. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gooden, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Ben.
Yeah. All right, bring it up here, please. All right, just leave it there. I'll come. Okay.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of the coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Here we go.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Coleman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 yards, 1st down Niners. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 1st down San Francisco, the pickup 14 yards. On 1st down, Coleman. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 13 yards there and a Niner 1st.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another 1st down run right there.
Here we go. 180! Check three. Hey, gun. Go get him. 25.
Now it's Breda. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
11. 21.
Coleman. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Out right. It's caught. Lockett.
Oh, what the heck, man? Oh, man. Come on, bro. What is he doing?
Tyler Lockett, 63 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Breida. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
11.
Here's Coleman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. They will run again with Coleman. nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, sometimes, Brent, it's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. They run with Breida. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Breida.
Oh, my God, bro. What is he doing, bro?
Blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now a give running left is Breida. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. On third down, a run from Breida. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Looking for Sanders here. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted.